Sakamoto-san, we talked about his comic a few days ago about how he introduced some Targetmasters to us. Some sad news, unfortunately. It seems like this comic that we're talking about today, episode number 53 of his webcomic from the Takara Tomy website for Transformers Legends, will be the last comic of the Transformers Legends ongoing storyline, which was pretty much all the fan wank and awesome stuff that Sakamoto has given us up to this point. The story itself is essentially featuring a lot of characters that are current toys that are available in Japan or going to be. In this case, the big Convoy Encore that's coming, the Optimus Prime Beast Machines or Beast Wars Returns one, and a whole bunch, a slew of other things too. The one thing that that kind of sucks is they're showing again, oh man, here's those Targetmasters now in their alt modes and what could have been. And it's like, and they also showed us like, oh, hey, your Generations Topspin, Titan's Return Topspin actually has a base mode too. So here's how that looks. A whole bunch of cool stuff going on. It also confirms the Headmaster, like, because one Repugnus specifically, Repugnus, his Headmaster transformed into one of the Battle Beast characters, and there was speculation of who it turns into, and it could be this guy, could be that guy. Now it's confirmed, at least in the comic, who it is, so that's pretty cool too. Just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of characters appear, and what's the coolest thing of all, there's actually some cameos too of human people in real life. So at one point in the comic, they're summoning from the different continuities and universes and stuff like that. And you see summoning from one universe, which is, and it's USA. It's Josh Perez, and he's with all the Bumblebees. And then you go to another. Do you also notice that they drew a little Statue of Liberty in there? Yeah, well, it's supposed to be like which I think is pretty cool. That's like some nice little details there too. Well, some subtle stuff. It's supposed to be specifically like the USA, and it's the Bumblebees with Josh. Then we have United Kingdom. And again, you see Big Ben in the background, and it's James Roberts, and even the toys that are featured. It's Thunderclash, it's Skystalker. So you have and he's holding his Lost Light book. The Lost Light book, and then finally you have again, because Marcelo's from Brazil, so it's all the South American odd repaints. Okay. Saltman Z and Carrera. So you get all the weird ones there because. Hasbro had a whole bunch of weird repaints in South America that are actually go for, so pretty cool there. And again, there's a lot of stuff going on. We see some Master Force stuff for people who aren't familiar with Master Force. But ultimately what happens in the end is the primary focus of the story is the absolute collapse and destruction of the Legends universe, which is this whole storyline was all based in a alternate universe where all the characters are converging. And that was the whole thing with Sakamoto, is like, well, the Transformers Generations toy line doesn't have an ongoing story. It's just whatever characters we want to make modern interpretations of. So how am I going to explain that? So he created the Legends universe, which is at any point you could drop in Cheetor, you could drop in Targetmasters, you could drop in, Overlord if needed. So everyone's escaping the Legends universe. You see, everyone's going into different, would it be Metroplex, Brave Maximus, and the Beast Wars characters drawn in a very funny chibi style because, in all honesty, Beast Wars in Japan was done in a very comedic style to begin with. They all go into a ship that's very similar to that of the Axelon. Unfortunately, the Legends universe gets destroyed, and then they wake up, and they're on prehistoric Earth, just like Beast Wars. And they get an image of the Battle Beasts, holding each other, saying, hey, we survived. And then when they come to, Rat Trap looks around and realizes the monster bots came along with them. And then it's a thank you from Sakamoto for all the many years of support and blah, 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 and awesome stuff. So it sucks because I love all of Sakamoto's work. I want to believe deep down in my heart this isn't the last we've seen of him. I think this is just the end of one chapter and possibly just waiting for the beginning of another in the future. But this is great stuff as always from Sakamoto. So much going on here. Just every single panel. If you take the time to look at every panel, there's so many cameos. I mean, You like literally there's this one page, this one panel with Windblade, and if you look in the background, you see all the you see Armada Optimus Prime, Energon Optimus Prime, Windblade, animated Optimus Prime, Energon / Superlink, Grand Galvatron. If you look carefully in another panel, you could see in the background like Insecticons. There's just so much going on in every single there's Headmasters. I'm just scrolling just slowly.
Everyone's represented in there.
Everything, like there's all the older, like you look at Springer from like the Generations toy line, Combiner War stuff is there. There's just so much going on, so much stuff, so many cool poses and everything, and like there even like what people didn't really catch. Everyone's like shooting in the sky and stuff at one point at Majin Zarek. And it's kind of like it kind of is an homage in a lot of ways to the original Transformers '86 movie poster, where they're all kind of shooting up in the air at Unicron.
Oh yeah.
So like there's so many things, so many crazy things going on here, and I mean even the story itself, it's very reminiscent of kind of what happened with Crisis on Infinite Earth. With the DC comics, it kind of has that kind of idea, which in a lot of ways that's kind of what this was too. It was a convergence of all the different universes and everything. But I mean, ultimately in the end, this looks great. This looks great. I'm happy. I'm happy that this story at least got to have a proper conclusion. And yeah, this is awesome. And hopefully in the future we'll get to see more from him. Maybe not from this storyline, but just from his love of fanwank and his creations.